Somebody's getting it, somebody's getting my love. Somebody's getting it,
How's it going? Welcome to Midnight High Podcast, the People's Podcast. Today it is just me, but it's not me. We've got a guest who is taking over Mitch's role today just because he can't be here, and that is Heather.
Hello.
Welcome back to the show. This is your second time on here now.
Thank you for having me.
That's all right. I mean, you're on here every week because you have a little feature, but
Yeah.
this is your second time co-hosting. Yes. All right, so basically for today's show, we are sharing a microphone because Mitch has the other microphone. So anyone listening, you probably won't really notice. Anyone watching, as you can see, we are sharing the microphone.
We can get into each other's camera.
We're coming into each other's cameras at the moment. So yeah, this week's show, I wanted to start with this. So earlier in the week, I was on Instagram and I saw a little teaser for a certain show that will be out, and that is the Friends reunion. And I am so excited. Can I be any more excited? Chandler Bing.
Well, yeah, you're obsessed with Friends, aren't you? I'm not
Yeah.
so much. But I only recently actually finished them. No one hate me for that, but
Yeah, you was very late to the Friends thing, but
Yeah.
like we were saying the other day, is that we learnt this, that me and Heather are actually from different generations.
yeah.
So
Well,
I'm a millennial,
Yeah.
and you're Gen Z.
Yeah, I'm Gen Z.
Yeah, so what is it again, the millennials? So the cutoff is 1996.
96, yeah, then Gen Z starts 97.
Yeah.
But I kind of just see myself as both.
Yeah, and what is it they call it again?
Oh, the Zennials.
Zennials, yeah. So that's kind of the in-between
Yeah.
of millennial Gen Z, so yeah. But Friends, I'm super excited. Now, if anyone doesn't know what the reunion show is, don't get it wrong, it's not another episode. It's not like they're doing a new series, new episode like that. It's the whole cast are back together. They've built the sets up again, so all the cast will be on the old sets. They'll be talking about shows, like their behind-the-scenes things.
They're actually really old now, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are old.
And that's the thing, is that I think with these kind of shows, they're so good that you want it to come back and you don't want it to ever end. But the thing is I remember seeing an interview, because I'm sure every time each of the cast members gets interviewed, they always get asked, so is there going to be a Friends reunion? And now they're older, but they said this a few years back. I remember seeing the interview, and they was like, there's no point, because Friends was about young people in their 20s living together, starting off life.
Yeah.
And the series ended with them kind of actually becoming adults
Yeah.
and settling
Having
down.
kids, moving into a house.
It would be funny still. I could picture a certain ways they could bring it back, but I think some things are best left.
Yeah, because you end up ruining it.
Yeah, exactly. But so you're new to Friends. There's a big debate at the moment that a lot of people don't actually like Friends.
Oh, yeah, no, I have seen this a lot, but I've seen it a lot on Twitter.
Yeah. No, because when I see the teaser trailer drop, I was looking at comments, and this was on the Twitter, and it said, people were saying this show is the most overrated show, blah, blah, blah. And I've seen this so many times recently, but I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like some shows you have to grow up with to find it funny.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people complain that it's such a white person show, like it is.
Yeah, but so what?
I know.
Who cares? It's a great show. But yeah, we got that back, and I think it's on HBO Max, May 27th. But obviously that's just America, so for UK, I do not know when we're going to get it, but hopefully soon. And yeah, that's how I want to start the show. You've got to start with a positive like that. All right, Hev, you done your little bit of research?
I have.
Go on, hit me
Yeah.
with a trending topic.
Well, like I said to you, I was looking for one, and I was going to tell you one about the dog, but I chose not to, but I feel like I have to tell you now. So something about a Florida man, right? So he was out walking his dog, and his dog got ate by an alligator. And
Jesus.
he wrestled him. He wrestled the
What, the
alligator.
dog wrestled the
No, the owner
the
jumped
owner.
in.
Yeah.
And fucking wrestled him.
Yeah, I'd do the same.
Yeah,
I would do the same.
Apparently, poked him in the eye. He read he read somewhere
Poked
that
him in the
like
eye.
that's how you're supposed to fight them. So
Poking them in the eye.
yeah, and he said if he hadn't like read that like a few weeks ago, then he would have never even bothered to try. But he ended up with like stitches, and so did the dog. But the dog was saved. But that is not my trending topic.
That's a cool little story, though. Wrestling
So-
an alligator.
I see this, and I felt like you would have liked this one, so I went with this one.
Okay.
So scientists warns Chernobyl must be
Oh.
dismantled in 100 years.
What do you mean, like, as in the whole
Taken
site needs to
down,
be taken
yeah.
down?
Basically, because what they think is going to happen is all the radiation, like obviously in the buildings, it's all going to basically just fall down, and the dust will basically travel.
Through the
I'm
cities.
not sure how far it would travel, but
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that you say that because I actually was on TikTok this morning and there's the Sky show called Chernobyl, which I really want to watch. But yeah, and they had a clip of it and they said about, obviously, this was just after it happened, and like they had firemen go in and all their clothes had got contaminated and then it just started burning them. But people go to
Yeah.
Chernobyl. But the thing is that radiation is still bad there. Like, it is still
see,
bad.
I was a bit confused by this when I saw it, because you see the documentary of David Attenborough, and he was saying how like wildlife has just blossomed there again. Like you see all the
Yeah,
animals.
yeah.
Obviously, like it is safe to a certain extent, but I guess you can't just like rock up and live there for like a year. I guess that'd be quite bad for you.
Yeah.
But it made me laugh in the article that I read it from, because it says further down. Oh, where does it say this? Oh yeah, so it says, if we don't take it down, it's going to fall down, says Professor Hyatt, who teaches at Sheffield University. Sheffield, like, why does this guy from Sheffield feel like he knows everything about Chernobyl?
He seems like it. He seems like he knows what's going on.
Really?
But yeah, no, the Chernobyl thing always fascinates me. Like, it's scary as well because it's still such a dangerous area. Like, I never really learnt about it in school. Like, I know some schools they teach like different things, but I don't remember learning about it in school. I just remember learning about it through YouTube. I saw YouTubers go in there like and exploring, and then I read up about it, and I was so like amazed by it.
When did Chernobyl happen?
I cannot remember. I don't know, 60s, 70s.
Oh, really?
I think it was around that time. I could be wrong, so don't hate me. But yeah, it was a long time ago, but it's still such a dangerous place.
It is, because I think Chernobyl's in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. And I see like there was an article below that as well, and it said that there was a mushroom-shaped cloud around. Like, apparently everyone in Ukraine was like shitting themselves,
Yeah.
like they didn't know what was going on.
They're like,
but
not again.
apparently
not
they
again.
were told like not to panic.
Yeah, I mean,
Obviously.
I'd be stressing out as well. Right, so moving on. Now I feel like every show I do mention this now, so I feel like I should be known as the crypto guy for Midnight High. I'm not saying I'm an expert because I'm still fairly new to it, still learning new things every day. But yeah, I'm really invested in crypto, and this was one of the big stories from the other day. So Tesla is now no longer accepting Bitcoin for car purchases, which was the whole reason Bitcoin kind of become big, because Tesla
Yes.
was accepting it. But yeah, basically it was because Elon tweeted saying it was concerns for rapid increase in use of fossil fuels for the mining
Coal,
of
especially.
Bitcoin. Yeah. So as soon as he tweeted that, the Bitcoin just drops. I remember when I was looking at the app like earlier in the week, it was at £40,000 like for one Bitcoin, and it just dropped all the way down. I think at that point it dropped maybe to 34,000, 35,000. But yeah, massive amount. People were just straight out of it. But then a day later, Elon Musk tweeted about working with Dogecoin. Now I was saying this to you like during the week. Dogecoin started off as such a meme coin. Like, going back to the last episode, I said about Carol Baskin having a bloody Bitcoin, crypto coin, and
Big cat coin.
Big Cat coin, yeah. And I said that's going to be pretty much a meme coin. But Doge was the same. So Doge is literally just becoming the thing now. People want Dogecoin. People just want it. So yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. It'll be interesting. Sorry, we got at the moment, because normally Hev is the person that does the camera work.
Yeah, I'm the camera person.
And because Mitch has let us down again.
That's rude.
No, he let us down. So Hev is technically right now doing camera work and co-hosting.
Trying to do it all.
Yeah. Are we all good?
Yes.
The cameras are rolling, the back on
rolling.
us. But yeah, so it's hard for you because you're not into crypto, but you obviously hear me talking about it. So, like, do you think that you know a bit about Dogecoin now from what I've told you? Do you think Dogecoin could be the next, like, Bitcoin?
Well, it's what I've read. It's what I've seen. I'm not too far into it, but the whole thing just makes me laugh because, Elon Musk could jump off a building, everyone would follow him.
Yeah.
It is madness that he has that much control over people. But
yeah, I always say that Elon just reminds me of like an evil person out of like a film.
Yeah.
You know, when it's like you kind of like him, but at the same time you're like,
can I trust you?
Can I trust you? Like, he's doing mad things.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the whole like crypto thing. I'm just so invested in it, and like I've told like people close to me now that I've now put in a fair big chunk of it. And for me, I see crypto, like, yeah, I think a lot of people start crypto and they're like, right, let me put in like £50 to £100 and hope that I become a millionaire, something like that. Because you do hear stories and it does happen. But for me, I started it because, so a few months back, my bank said that they was not doing a good interest on my savings anymore. So I'm saving all of this money and it's just sitting there. So I thought, why not use some of that money and try and make more? You
need to. That's the way now.
Like it gives your money more value again. But yeah, no, the whole like Bitcoin thing just went mad, and it took a hit. Like I've got money in Bitcoin. I'm still holding, but it's just like you start to worry because you're like, is this gonna drop? Like what's going on here?
I understand. Kind of.
I understand.
Kind of, yeah.
No, yeah, it's all a bit mad, but that's the crypto out of the way. That's my little segment of the week for crypto. But yeah, what I wanted to talk to you about today. So when we plan a podcast, we always have a little bit of a trending topics talk, and then we have our main topic. And I don't know, I feel like this week I was not really feeling it. I just wanted to talk some trending topics. But today I only told you this. The topic I wanted to talk to you about is time. And when I say time, I mean time in life. Like, it's hard to just say time, but obviously let's chat about it. So when I say time, like, do you feel like your time in life is going quick? Like, or like it has been quick, or it is starting to get quick?
I don't know. I feel like there's a massive weight on everyone's shoulders with time about how like your age, like you need to do this by this certain point in your life, like this certain point. But I feel like time, literally, it doesn't exist, does it? It literally doesn't exist. Scott's disappeared. He's checking the cameras.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
I just feel like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like recently I'm starting to notice how quick time goes. Like, and I think
the older you get as well.
Yeah, and I think we rush our lives, a lot of us. Like, I do it so many times. I'll just be like planning so far ahead, just forgetting to live in the present. Yeah. And then it just passes by. Like, for me, I'm 25 this year, and it's funny because like any older person I say that to, I'm like, wow, like I'm 25 this year. They're all like, what are you talking about? You're so young still. Yeah. But like, when you're getting to that kind of mid-20s age is when it just starts hitting you, I think, life. And then you realise, like, right, I don't want to waste time anymore. Yeah. I'm not getting old. Like, and I know, like, me and my friends, we joke about, like, me turning 25, like, oh, you're getting old now. Like, that's just a joke. But, yeah, I don't see myself being old until, like, I'm way past 50. Way past 50. Like,
I think the older I'm getting, I feel that kind of way too. But I just feel like our generation is just causing so much of that stress anyway. Like, we're putting it on ourselves. Like, we're watching other people's timelines.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's our biggest downfall. But
So do you mean like social media?
Yeah.
We kind of
Yeah.
feel like we have to keep up with other people's lives.
kind of, I suppose it's all mindset. Like, the way you see it is how someone else will see it completely different. Like, I won't look at someone and be like, oh my God, I wish like that was me, because I know that my timeline is going to be different to theirs. But I think it definitely puts that strain on it slightly, because you do see it and you're like, oh, maybe I should be this bit further. But literally, I said, like, time literally doesn't exist.
Yeah.
We always worry about the past, we worry about the future, and like we forget to look around and realise that this is literally the only moment that matters.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, like talking about time in itself, I feel like sometimes people do just get so caught up in the moment that they forget to just take that step back. And what I don't want is like for my life to pass by,
Get older.
Yeah, and then be like, wow. Because you hear like older people always say like,
I regret this, and-
or I wish I could be 20 again, or
Yeah.
like 25 again. And I don't want to be like that. I want it to get to like when I'm old and be like, yeah, like I had good times when I was young, but like now I'm ready to just chill, be old. But yeah. And with like, so we can talk about different aspects of time. So like, my dad was in the bathroom this morning, and I was sitting up in the spare room, and I was just laying on bed, and I looked up, and I was just watching the clock, and it just, I don't know why, and I don't know if anyone else gets this, but I always look at a clock, and I'm like, how does that determine our days?
Yeah, I know.
It's such a weird aspect, like, where did time come from?
Yeah.
Because we use clocks
Well-
to indicate the points of days, and then, yeah, what? Why?
Well,
Why do we
I
do
feel
that?
like the whole point the whole reason we have like a 8-hour like sleep.
Skeep.
We have an 8-hour sleep schedule. We have an 8-hour work day. Supposedly can change, but it's all to do with capitalism. Like, that is the only reason they've given us these time frames, to make us feel like we work Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday is our day to rest, and that's how you're supposedly supposed to live life for the rest of your life. Time is just a capitalist thing, I think.
Yeah, like, but yeah, I was just sitting there, and I was just like, I'm looking outside at this point as well. I'm looking at the fresh like day. I'm like, how does it was just a weird thought, but like, how does a clock indicate our points of days?
It is strange.
Very strange.
Yeah. I just like you thinking that anyway. I feel like I've got those questions, like there's just unanswered questions we're never gonna know. Like,
weird questions. It's like the UFOs.
but people would literally listen to this conversation and be like, "Well, it's just time, innit?
Yeah.
It's just time."
No, yeah, but I don't know. There's a lot of difference in the world. Like, there's people like ourselves where we just have questions about the weirdest things. But then, like I said to you earlier when we were talking about the UFO situation, you say something like that to someone that just he or she's been brought up in that certain life, which is normal. But then, like, there's people like us that would just question everything. Be like,
We do question
we
everything.
question everything, and I love that. It just makes life more exciting. Like, why is that? How did that tree grow that big?
Is the sky blue?
Why is the sky blue? Well, right now it's not.
Oh, no.
We're filming at my house today, and we're sitting by the
Raining.
garden, and it is raining. It has been raining all weekend. There, we got caught in it yesterday as well,
Yeah,
didn't we?
we went out
drinking.
drinking.
Yeah, and in the UK,
We're still on
We're s-
COVID rules.
yeah, so we had to sit outside, but it was our first time out
Mm-hmm.
for, wow, like what? 2 years? Almost 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah,
We were
because, well, we've been into lockdown like well over a year, and I hadn't been out
we
for a long
haven't.
time. Yes, we have.
No, we haven't.
Lockdown started in February 2019.
March.
There,
March
end of
last
February,
year.
start of
March
March.
last
Well, we're
year.
in May now.
Yeah, but you just said 2019. Last year was 2020. So how have we been in lockdown 2 years? It's been
2020,
a
sorry.
year.
Oh, yeah, no, I fucked up there.
Fuck's sake, Scott.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we haven't been out for a long time.
No,
though.
we haven't.
But the fucking story was that we got caught in the rain, okay?
Yes.
But again, it's just weird concepts of this. But right, let me hit you with this. What would you prefer, to have more time or more money?
Oh, more time, definitely.
And what would you do? What? Okay, right. Let me go off of that. So you choose time. I would choose time as well, to be honest. Say this scenario, right? So, yeah, you know when you see these things on like Facebook when it's like you get 3 different coloured pills and all that. So
Yeah.
you come up to this spirit guide, okay?
Okay.
Getting weird and trippy now.
Yep.
You get a spirit guide come up to you,
Offering you 3
offering
options.
you no, he or she offers you 2
Oh,
options.
okay, yeah.
And it gives you the first option of so you can take this option and you get to live an extra 100 years.
Ooh, down.
Okay. Or you get the other option is that you have only so what are we? We're mid-20s, so you only get to live till you're 80.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I've changed
Think
my
about
mind
it.
now.
Yeah,
Because,
think about it, because a lot of people say they don't want to live for a long time.
That's the thing. Like, why would you want to live till like you're 200 years old? Like, and I feel like if you had the money now, especially like if you have lived that long, and you've got no money to spend, you've got no life to live. Basically, I know money isn't everything, but yeah, Scott's disappeared again. But yeah, what I'm saying is, like, if you could have that extra money for those 80 years that you're living, you could live a better life in those 80 years than those 200 or 160 years.
I've always said this, but like, so me and Mitch, we always have weird conversations like this, and I think I would rather live longer. Some people always feel like they don't want to live longer, but I feel like living longer would be so cool.
But
do
you get old and wrinkly?
Yeah, but you're still
extra.
experiencing life. Like some people, even up to their last days, they're fit as anything. My grandma, she is still going strong.
Yeah, but imagine double that.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to be aching.
Yeah, but obviously, like, you don't know what your body would be like. I mean, it's not real, Hev. Nobody lives more than like 100 years.
No, but I'm saying, if we're being technical here.
Yeah, no, but if you could, all right. So I would want to live longer. I would want to live longer, but stay healthier. So living in this prime body that I have right now. But I would just love to live longer because you get more time to experience life.
Yeah.
Even if you're old, whatever. But just imagine how the world changes. So you always get that question that people ask, are you scared of dying? I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of not being able to experience what's here after I'm gone.
What's next, yeah.
Like, I embrace life so much nowadays, and I just love experiencing it.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of not being here to experience it.
You're not scared of dying, you're scared of not living.
Ooh, damn. That was well good. All right. I'm going to wrap show up here today. We only done a short one. I mean, this morning I woke up and I was like, I don't even know if I want to do a show.
Yeah.
Just because I hate coming into shows with no plan.
Yeah.
Like, I know Mitch sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed because I hit him at, like, it gets to Wednesday in the week and I'm like, dude, we need to get a plan of this show. And then he's like, oh, Jesus, like, I didn't realise the day. And then it becomes a panic because we're trying to find trending topics that are relevant. We're trying to think of, like, a main topic. Yeah. And that's what I mean, like, up to today, we didn't even have a main topic.
Yeah, I feel like our last week we've all kind of chilled out a little bit. And we needed that.
I feel like you need it. Like, it goes back to the time. Like, you don't want to spend all your time working.
Constantly.
Like, I love doing this. I love doing the podcast, and I
Still draining.
I want to do this for a long time, and I hope that it goes on for a long time. But you still, like, sometimes you just need to take a step back. Sometimes you need a weekend. Like, we're all human. I mean, the reason I've started using that phrase, like, for our intros of our podcast, like, we are the people's podcast, because I feel like a lot of people listen to podcasts nowadays, and most people listen to mainstream people, like big YouTubers or big podcasters. Like, we're small people, and we have Monday to Friday.
Very small.
Yeah, wow. Whoa, what?
We're very small people.
And we work Monday to Friday, so we get 2 days off a week, and we spend one of those days doing this, and I love it. But sometimes you do need a weekend off.
You do.
You do.
You do.
All right. Before we wrap things up,
Oh yeah.
let's give you a bit of a shout out. So Hev is got her own small business that she started off.
I do. Yeah.
So come on, preach. Get on the mic and shout yourself.
Let everyone
out.
know I am a full-time artist.
Speak
So-
to the people.
Yeah, so I've got my own art business. Recently, I've been starting doing commissions. So my artist name is not my actual name. It's at Ray Wallows. RAEWALLOWS, I think. I don't know. It might be wrong. I'm sorry, but
No, that's
yeah.
right. I know it's right.
So that's pretty much on all my socials, but you can see all my work there, and I do commissions for people. Portraits, that's what I do, commissions. I don't just draw anything, but yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you follow Heather. I'll put it all over our social medias. There'll be links in the descriptions. But yeah, check her out. She's got her own TikTok as well, so search her up on there. Some cool drawings.
Yeah.
But yeah, small business starting off,
Yeah,
growing.
it's exciting.
But yeah, that's it for this week. Thank you for joining us. I know it's been a short show, but next week we'll be back bigger and better. Mm-hmm. That's right. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Be sure to follow us on all social medias. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, and stay groovy.